All right, Pickleball Nation, welcome back to the Day 2 Mixed Doubles Pro Day here at the 2021 Atlanta, Georgia Open. As you can see on center court right now, we've got a great matchup ahead. Brett Hutless is our official referee for this one. Don Stanley, the head of the PPA referees, is going to be assisting him at least pre-game as they go through their regular conversation that they have with all the players. It's the same conversation every time. They check paddles. They tell the pro players what they're responsible for calling. They tell the pros what the referee is responsible for calling. They talk about appeals. They talk about some other random things, and then they ask them if they have any questions. If this is a conversation they've had 1,000 times between themselves and the pro players, so usually there's no questions. We've got, first, let's talk about the team on my left, which is Michelle Esquivel and Jay Devilliers. Let's talk about Michelle Esquivel first. Michelle is originally from the Bend, Oregon area, now residing, calling home base in Estero, Florida. Her and Rob Cassidy travel around the country doing pickleball clinics. She is 35 years of age. Jay Devilliers is from Wichita, Kansas, originally from France. We call him the Flying Frenchman. He is 27 years of age, sponsored by Vulcan. Michelle Esquivel is sponsored with Power Balance. You've got, on the other side of the net, a team that we often see making deep runs into the pro mixed bracket, Jeff Warnick and Jessie Irvine. Jeff Warnick is out of Pasadena, California, 39 years old. Jessie Irvine is from Los Angeles, California, at 32 years of age. She's going to be serving first to Michelle Esquivel. Jessie is with Engage, and Jeff Warnick is with none other than Gearbox.
Game one, time in.
We've got a two-referee system. I believe Don Stanley's here just to assist Brett Hutless, as he may be a little newer to this big stage. There's Michelle Esquivel, fired up after that first overhead smash. This will be a very entertaining game with a lot of emotion. All four players are excellent. Michelle a little amped up, missing that serve long.
0-0-2.
Got a few nerves right now. They're going to be working out those nerves, I'm sure. They're on championship court, live on the stream. Two referees, lots of people and eyeballs watching. They'll settle in just nicely.
Second serve.
Just finished watching #1 team in the world in mixed doubles, Johns and Simone, winning 11-5, 11-5 against McGuffin and Waters. This match should be very entertaining as Michelle Esquivel hits a forehand inside out past Jeff Warnick, freezing him in his tracks.
0-0-1.
So far, a defensive battle here. No points being scored.
Point. One, 0-1.
Jay coming all the way over, nearly avoiding that attack from Jeff Warnick.
2-0-1. Second serve. 2-0-2. 3-0-2.
That ball missing from Jeff Warnick.
4-0-2.
Early lead for Devilliers and Esquivel.
All right, heads up, ladies, in the 3-5-4-0-70 plus. Ladies, it's now time for your player orientation outside of court number 6. There's a big flag there that says player orientation. 3-5-4-0-70 plus, ladies, please report outside of court number 6 at this time for your player orientation. Attendance is required. Thank you.
4-2. Right out. Hold it. 4-0-1-0-2. Second serve. 4-0-2. Point. 5-0-2. Right out.
0-5-1. Irvine and Warnick not able to get on the board until just now, as Michelle Esquivel tried to attack that third out of the air.
5-1. Second serve. 1-5-2.
That's too good from the flying Frenchman, Jay Devilliers.
Second serve. 5-1-2.
Nice athleticism there from Jay Devilliers, the flying Frenchman out of Wichita, Kansas. He's very active in mixed doubles, stays engaged.
6-1-2.
Sometimes Jeff Warnick takes a little while to get going. He oftentimes needs something to kind of fire him up and motivate him. He could be a little bit of a slow starter at times, but
1-6-1.
after a quick hold, got the ball back, looking for some opportunities. There's a drive from him. He has a very unorthodox drive. It's hard to read. As you can see there, Michelle hitting that ball long.
6-1.
Jeff Warnick is very relaxed for the most part, but like I said, sometimes he needs something to kind of motivate him or get him going, and once he does, he's a force to be reckoned with.
6-1. Second serve. 3-6-2.
Another ball attacked behind Jeff Warnick as he likes to shade middle with that forehand. That may be a chink in the armor in Warnick and Irvine's team. He's got to be careful of that. Jade looks to be going behind him quite a bit. Jeff Warnick attacking that one below the net, and immediately both Jay Devilliers and Michelle Esquivel saying no, recognizing that ball is going to go out. Michelle Esquivel, you'll notice, is wearing a black sleeve on her right calf. She injured or strained her right calf at the US Open last month. Went through some rehab and some recovering. She decided to pull out of singles yesterday at the last minute, wanting to protect that injury for her partners as she goes into mixed doubles and gender doubles day. She looks to be moving pretty well. I don't think that's a significant injury anymore for her. She's just keeping that sleeve on there, I'm sure, for precautionary purposes. It's 3-7-1 after a good run there from Esquivel and Devilliers. Yeah, that was too good. Jeff uses his length really well. He hit some really unorthodox shots. We saw a little burst of emotion from Jessie Irvine there as she said, come on, trying to get Jeff motivated and going here. Nice play. Michelle Esquivel fired up, as well as her partner, Jay Devilliers. It's 4-7-2. That's a nice drop by Jessie Irvine as that ball dipped over the net. It's the second time we've seen Esquivel and Devilliers try to take a ball out of the air on a nice soft drop. Little confusion there. Jade not sliding over quite far enough, and Jeff Warnick taking advantage of that opportunity to drive the ball past Jay. It's all of a sudden 6-7-2. That's when they're playing their best, is when Jessie Irvine drives or drops the ball, and then Jeff Warnick comes up with that 6-5 frame and just clobbers the ball on the opponent's shot, and he clogs up that middle really well. We've got a timeout hydration break brought to you by Jigsaw Health. This is Scott Golden. We'll be back to the action in just a minute.
Hey Ben, I got your new paddle.
It's pretty awesome.
Could you sign it?
I already signed that one.
That's not your signature.
That is indeed my signature.
But I did not see you sign it myself personally.
Okay.
Wow.
All right, this is Scott Golden back to the action here in game one of this matchup we're seeing on Championship Court, brought to you by Acrotech Sports Services.
Time in. 8-8-2.
8-8-2 after being down 2-7. It's now 8-8-2.
Score. 8-7-2.
That ball was really well placed by Jessie Irvine as Jay Devilliers let it bounce and thought he could go out wide around the post, but unsuccessful there.
Time out. Seven, nine, one. Second serve. Seven, nine, two. Point. No, you are not. 8-9-2.
Score is 8-9-2. That ball sailed long.
Time out.
Devilliers and Esquivel selling it well, but appealed to Don Stanley, and Don confirmed that ball was out.
Second serve.
Jeff coming up to attack that ball. No can do. That ball sailing very long.
8-2.
Jeff with some unbelievable defense off that attack. Great scramble. And then Jessie Irvine coming up just a little short, hitting that tape. Good court coverage there by Warnick and Irvine, though.
9-1. Second serve. Eight, nine, two.
That's a phenomenal return by Jessie Irvine as Jay Devilliers comes over in front of Michelle Esquivel to take that, but just short hopped in front of him.
Point. Ten, 8-1.
10-8-1.
Second serve. 10-8-2.
All right, second opportunity here to close out the first game. Jay Devilliers not making it easy for them as they had a quick hold. Jay inserting his dominance there on those two rallies, getting the ball back now at 8-10-1, and an opportunity to close this gap. That's too good right there. Jay Devilliers putting that ball away as Michelle Esquivel did a great job setting that point up.
10-1.
Attention players, we are looking for Sarah Parker and Cam Thompson.
Another great put away right there behind Jeffrey Warnick. Surprised they're not using a timeout here at 10-10-1. They're going to play on as Michelle Esquivel serves to Jessie Irvine. Another phenomenal put away by Jay Devilliers. should be 11-10-1. After being down 8-10, they've now gone on a 3-0 run to take the lead here in game one. And there it is, 12-10 final after game point on the paddle of Warnick and Irvine. Now Devilliers and Esquivel find themselves up a game. This is Scott Golden at the 2021 PPA Atlanta, Georgia Open. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break and we'll be back to the action soon. All right, guys, we're back to the action after game one ended 12-10 in the favor of Devilliers and Esquivel, sporting their dark blue Power Balance attire.
0-0-2. Sign out. 0-0-1. Serve.
Attention players, final call. Sarah Parker, Cam Thompson. This is the second call. You're about to have your match forfeited. Please come to the tournament desk. Sarah Parker, Cam Thompson.
0-0-2.
After a quick hold, Jeff Warnick's going to be serving to Devilliers. Boy, that's really good contortion from Devilliers there, the Flying Frenchman, as he was able to avoid near disaster from a body shot attempt.
Second serve. 0-0-2.
Second serve opportunity here. Strategy-wise, I think Warnick and Irvine need to get back to that right there, because Devilliers loves to stay active. He loves to take over that middle, so they need to find ways to set it up going behind him a little bit more. Look where he sets up in the middle there. Some nice discipline here from the ladies. And there's a rip, just a little long from Esquivel as she pulls the trigger on a ball below the net off that bounce from Jessie Irvine. Two, 1-1. Jeff Warnick and Jessie Irvine led for most of the game until the end, when they fell victim to a 12-10 loss. That's where Jeff Warnick needs to get involved more, as he can slap that ball with the harsh angles. With that 6'5" frame of his, he hit some really nice, tough balls to return. I think right there's a little confusion. Jeff slapped at it, but came up with air, and Irvine just assumed he was going to hit it, I think. She was a little off guard. She needs to stay ready and play through Jeff Warnick just in case, because he's always pretty active swiping at balls and trying to attack stuff. So she knows that he likes to do that, so she's got to stay on guard. There it is right there. That's what he does best. He just is such a great counter puncher. Uses his angles well. Nicely done there by Warnick. It's a great drop from Warnick as he got it, and then I think Jessie Irvine was trying to help cover. She said sorry to Jeff Warnick, but really that was a tough spot to be in because she was trying to just do her best to recover for them and cover him. Great put away by the other team. Michelle Esquivel a little trigger happy there as she tries to roll that forehand. Slides off the court.
All right, everybody, heads up. Coming up next on championship court, we have
this is a similar start to game one.
Doubles team in Ben Johns and Simone Jargine, also undefeated in the PPA Pro Tour, battling it out for the opportunity to go to Championship Sunday against Riley Newman and Catherine Parenteau. That's Newman and Parenteau facing off Jargine and Johns, battling it out to go to Championship Sunday. Next up on championship court.
One 5-1 as the Frenchman serves to Warnick. That third shot missing just wide as Devilliers tries to drop that ball to the backhand of Warnick.
1-5-2.
Good hold there from Warnick and Irvine. Wow, that's a great ball behind Jeff Warnick. He didn't even get a paddle on it. Very nice shot by Esquivel there.
5-1-2.
And a nice quick hold there as they find themselves down at 1-5. They're gonna unstack, try something a little different as they were stuck on one for quite a while. Michelle likes that left side. She plays it very well. They might be onto something here.
3060 plus. It's now time for your player orientation. That happens just
Michelle switches between a two-handed topspin roll and a one-handed slice.
Attendance is required. Ladies, 3060 plus.
Jeff sliding that big gearbox paddle in there in the middle. Michelle had what she wanted, she just missed it.
1-5-2.
It's 2-5-2. Yeah, Jeff Warnick has made a living being unorthodox, holding the paddle at a really extreme grip. He holds it more like what I would call a pancake grip. I think there's a technical term probably from tennis, but again, this isn't tennis. This is pickleball, so he holds it extremely unorthodox, but that's how he's had a lot of success. He's hard to read. His shots are difficult to defend, just like that right there. And he hits really good angles because he can hit down, being 6'5". You get different angles than somebody that's, say, 5'8", 5'9" or 5'10". Some excitement from Jessie Irvine there. We've got a timeout. This 60-second hydration break brought to you by Jigsaw Health. We'll be back to the action in a minute.
Jardine.
Simone Jardim.
Simone Jardim.
Simone Jardim. Esses gringos não sabem falar teu nome, não?
Ah, tu não tem noção das coisas que eu escuto. Hardem, Jardim.
Jardim. I knew I heard it. I got it. Simone Jardim. I don't know how she doesn't know how to say her name.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back after that quick timeout brought to you by Jigsaw Health. Jeff Warnick putting a little bit of tacky grip on his paddle. It gets awful hot here and pretty sweaty. So he's just putting something on there to keep his paddle from sliding around in his hand. Perfectly legal here in pickleball to do that. Not sure that's the case with Major League Baseball, but in pro pickleball, you're welcome to put some tacky grip or some type of liquid substance to make it tacky. You cannot put it on the paddle surface. Good defense by Jay Devilliers there. And then Jessie Irvine there to clean up that mess. Nice put away on the two-handed backhand.
9-3-1.
It's 9-3-1. Jessie Irvine really fired up after that one. Her signature come on.
10-3-1.
It's a good downward trajectory for Jay Devilliers, the flying Frenchman.
10-3-2.
10-3-2, we've got game point. They can close this out, we'll have a game 3. And that ball sails long. Jay Devilliers choosing to go with a lob there off the bounce. Final in game 2, 11-3. Complete domination from Warnick and Irvine there. This is Scott Golden bringing you all the live action on Championship Court number 1. We'll be back after about a 2-minute break. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Could you sign it?
Yeah, I signed all those.
That's not your signature.
That is indeed my signature.
But I did not see you sign it myself, personally.
Okay.
Maybe just a...
Scott Golden here in the booth all day long here on Friday, Mixed Doubles Pro Day. It's a beautiful lunchtime temperature here. It's going to be mid-80s. It's beautiful weather. Sun is shining. We're getting ready for a Game 3 start as Jessie Irvine is going to be serving to Michelle Esquivel. We had a 12-10 comeback finish in game 1 in favor of Devilliers and Esquivel. Game 2 was dominated by Warnick and Irvine, 11-3. And we're kicking off game 3 right now. Jeff Warnick driving that third right into the middle of the net, giving the opportunity for Esquivel and Devilliers to draw blood first.
Second serve. Zero, zero, two. Side out. Zero, zero, one. Second serve. Zero, zero, two. Side out. Zero, zero, one. Second serve. Zero, zero, two.
That's too good there from Esquivel and Devilliers. As he gets that big paw in the middle and able to close that rally out with a nice overhead put away. That ball landing. Michelle thought it was out. Devilliers calls it in. It automatically defaults to the other team if that happens.
Side out. Zero, one, one.
Nice shot, soft at the feet of Jeff Warnick. He's very tall. It's hard for him to bend over. Get those balls sometimes when they're at his feet like that.
Zero, one, two. Side out.
For anybody wondering, Thursday and Friday, we've got a toned down live stream. It's just myself and maybe a couple guests that will be joining me throughout the day. But Saturday and Sunday, we've got the big ESPN crew coming in. It'll be myself and a guy by the name of Dave Benz, B-E-N-Z. He is the voice of the Minnesota Timberwolves. Their season just ended. He was not able to do any pickleball commentary while that season was going on because the Timberwolves made the playoffs. But now that that season's over, Drew Felios was the next option up and was doing a great job, but Dave Ben's able to make this event, so they're gonna bring in him for the Atlanta Open. I'll be joining him in the booth Saturday and Sunday. Nice discipline from Jessie Irvine as she goes toe-to-toe, dinking with Michelle Esquivel, getting the better end of that deal.
Come to the tournament desk, please. Gail Hughes and Daniela Niss.
Second serve. Zero, two, two.
Jeff Warnick kicking that ball with his left foot as he knew he was beat. Jay Devilliers continues to go behind him. That's a trend that we've seen in game 1 and game 2, continuing now in game 3. Smart strategy because Jeff Warnick leans middle big time. So does Jay. That ball was awkwardly hit right at Jessie Irvine's feet. She was unable to even put a paddle on that one. Devilliers with the word venga, which I believe is let's go, or some type of deviance of that word. Somebody on the live stream, I'm sure, is going to know exactly what he said, but sounded like venga. I said it in a very non-French way there, but that's an excited word. When you have a nice rally like that, you're going to let out some type of emotion. We've got a timeout called by the receiving team. This hydration break brought to you by Jigsaw Health. This is Scott Golden. We'll be back to the action in a minute.
Get your fun to feel good here, folks. Fun to feel good. Get your fun to feel good here.
Ben, it's not called It's Fun to Feel Good. It's Electrolyte Supreme.
Oh, okay. This guy looks like a cramper. Get your electrolytes.
Ben, you can't throw product at the customer.
Oh.
All right, that hydration break sponsored by Jigsaw Health is now complete. The players walking back out onto center stage. We've got a 5-0 lead for Devilliers and Esquivel as Michelle bounces around. A lot of energy here. Too good there by Jeff Warnick, doing what he does best, keeping people off balance. Michelle Esquivel very ready for that. Jeff Warnick exclaiming, hit the ball to the backhand. If he knew that, he should have done it before he had to say it, I'm sure. But very frustrated with himself for hitting right at her forehand. His body language is sometimes, you know, looks negative, although he's very animated anyway. I don't think that's out of character for him. He does a lot of talking to himself and Jeff Warnick shaking his head there as they switch ends at 6-0-2, I believe. We're just gonna keep rolling here, guys, as they have just a brief moment to catch their breath, take a drink of water. The Flying Frenchman, Jay Devilliers, walking around, pacing, holding that Vulcan paddle in his left hand with the ball to remember who's serving. I've just been informed that the word venga means revenge, but there's got to be a slang term for that. I don't know exactly. It can't literally mean revenge when he says that because he just won an exciting point. So it's got to be some variation of that, but I love it. Thanks for that insight. they were on first serve. I stand corrected. So now it's second serve at 6-0-2 as Esquivel serves to Irvine. And Irvine and Warnick seem to be falling apart here in game 3 as the wheels look to be coming off at the moment. Hopefully they can get back on track here. Down 7. There's a good stop. They've got to refocus here. That little break should have helped them. Score is 0-7-1 as they've got to find a way to get on the board and unlock some success here. Unfortunately, that's not going to get it done as Irvine misses that 5th shot into the net. There we go. They finally got on the board, broke the ice there. Sometimes that's all you need to get the momentum headed back in the right direction. There's another attack from Jeff Warnick. They've got to be careful as he sits and waits in that middle, looking to attack any ball he can get his paw on. Seven, 2-1. That's not going to help the cause there. An unforced error on the return from Warnick. A timeout. This hydration break sponsored by Jigsaw Health. This is Scott Golden, and we'll be back to the action in a minute.
I got it. I got it.
Thanks, Ben.
I got it. I got it.
Thanks, Ben.
I got it. I got it.
Hello, this is Jigsaw Health.
Thanks, Ben.
I want a call. Uh-huh. Yours.
Thanks, Ben.
Okay, we are back after that 60-second Jigsaw Health hydration break. As Devilliers looks to serve at 9-2, in complete control at the moment. That ball from Jeff Warnick sailing long, and now we've got match point and game point here in the third. As these two split 1-1 heading into this one. Jeff Warnick not finished yet. He's going to go out with a bang, that's for sure. They still have one opportunity to close game 3 out, referring to Esquivel and Devilliers. Let's see what happens. And there it is, a very uneventful, unforced error from Irvine. Michelle Esquivel and Jay Devilliers advance on, I believe, to play against Matt Wright and Lucy Kovalova as they watched on above the court. This is Scott Golden bringing you all the live action today on Friday, Mixed Doubles Pro Day. Next up on championship court is Riley Newman and Catherine Printo versus Ben Johns and Simone Jardim. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back to the action soon.